Hey guys, I'm in the basement here at Jamie's house. We're going to do a replacement of an 80% efficient York furnace. It's 80,000 BTUs, so we'll pull this furnace out, pull the coil out as well. We'll set our new furnace and coil down in the same location. We'll reuse the existing gas lines and electrical. We're going to do a little bit of a duct modification here. So we have this big supply that comes right off the front of the coil. So this big supply comes right off the front of the coil. See how they tied it in with the boot. We're actually going to take that supply through the wall here. And ideally, we're going to hook it up to the side of the supply plenum right here. Unless, since we're taking all of this stuff down, if we can tie a boot onto the top of the plenum and just go through this joist. So that would probably be the best plan of attack if we can get up in there. Since everything's going to be taken out anyway, we'll just slide a 8-inch piece of 8-inch round coming up into this joist and then tying into the top of the plenum, or same thing, 8-inch round going into the side of the plenum here. Our return drop's going to get replaced, so we'll do a new return drop from the bottom of my return plenum here, main return duct, down to the floor. You can see that the furnace is sitting on a little bit of a base, couple inches. I do have a measurement from that base up to the return here by the top of the return plenum by itself. Our refrigerant lines are going to have to get replaced, so we'll pull our new refrigerant lines out of the front of the coil, and then we're actually going to go through the wall up here or over here on this side, and we'll attach everything here to the ceiling, and we'll follow this down to right underneath the stairs there, so kind of where that white pipe is. And then from there we're going to bump across and tuck it up into the joist here. And then you can see where our old refrigerant lines come out. That's going to get us away from having to deal with all of the drop ceiling stuff. So wrap those down and around up into the joist, through the joist space right here. Over there we'll turn and come back down or through the wall and feed everything back into the furnace. That should be everything. Oh, they got condensate pumps hooked up, so we'll just reuse the existing condensate pump. We'll mount it to the side of the furnace. That should be everything down here, other than the flue pipe. We are going to have to put a trap in. There's already a liner in the flue pipe, but we'll put a clean out in, and then break off for our Y to our water heater and to the furnace. That should be everything down here. So a little bit of a challenge with the supply. If we can't reroute everything up into that plenum, we will just tie it back onto the side of the coil there. I don't really see another way around it without getting rid of all of the headroom down here. So that should be everything in the basement. Alright guys, here's my outdoor unit. It's the York here that's closest to us, so we'll pull this unit up. We're going to move it back to the back side of the house. We'll move it back maybe a foot or two. They give us enough room for this unit over here, which is going to get replaced in the spring. But we'll do a new disconnect box, a new electrical whip going into the unit, and then, as I said, downstairs we'll replace all the refrigerant lines.